Welcome to The Explainer. This is where we break down big ideas from sources that really make you think.
All right, let's jump right in. This quote, wow. It's really the heart and soul of the novel No One's Beloved, and it introduces us to this incredible character, a man named Andrei. You see, he doesn't fight against the world, he moves with it. He's like a river. That's the best way to put it.
And that metaphor, that single idea, sets up the entire conflict of the story. It's about this really deep, very human struggle with love. And it's all seen through this one guy, the river, and all these women who are desperately, desperately trying to turn him into a lake.
So let's break that down. This is the core tension, right? On one side, you've got the women in town. They see Andrei, they feel his warmth, his presence, and what's their first instinct? It's to own it, to possess it, to make it theirs. They want to stop that flowing river and turn it into a nice, still, predictable lake that they can have all to themselves.
But that's just not how Andrei works, at all. He is the river. He's always moving, always present, pouring everything he has into right now. And because of that, you can't contain him. His love, his warmth, it's not something you can bottle up and keep. It's more like the weather. You just have to be in it.
Okay, so that brings us to our protagonist, Elena. She's new in town, and she starts what the book calls an education of desire, which is just a fantastic phrase, isn't it? She's basically our eyes and ears, the person who lets us see this whole river and lake conflict up close.
And get this, their very first conversation just says it all. She walks up to him all confident like, "I know you." And he just gently, so gently pushes back, "You know someone." Boom! Right there. And that one little moment kicks off this whole 3-year quest for her to figure out this man who just refuses to be put in a box.
So her transformation, it's pretty incredible, and it happens in these clear stages. First, she sees this amazing quality in him and thinks, I have to have that. I have to capture it. Then she fights him on it. She challenges his whole way of being. But that struggle, it leads to this huge aha moment, this big revelation that completely changes her, and ultimately, it sets her free.
And here's the thing, this isn't just about Elena, is it? Her struggle is so universal. It's that impulse we all kind of feel sometimes, right? The idea that if we can just grab onto someone else's love, possess it, then maybe we'll feel secure, we'll feel whole.
But you know what's really interesting? Elena is not the first person to try this, not by a long shot. Her story is layered on top of what the book calls an archaeology of longing. I mean, what a phrase. It's basically this whole history of other women who tried and failed to stop the river.
Yeah, before Elena came along, you had all these other women, and each one had a different tactic. There was Sasha, who tried to weave herself so deeply into his life that he couldn't live without her. Then there was Irina, the painter, who literally tried to capture him on canvas, to pin him down. And Vera, oh Vera, she tried to use science to solve the problem of Andrei, and guess what? Every single one of them failed.
And his reason, it's just so simple and honestly kind of devastating. It wasn't him saying, "No, I don't want you." It was him saying, "I can't be yours because I'm not even mine." Think about that. He doesn't see himself as a thing to be owned or given away. He just belongs to the flow.
So all of this, the history, the failed attempts, Elena's own personal battle, it all builds to this incredible climax. But it's not a dramatic showdown, it's a philosophical one. It forces us to completely rethink what we believe love is. And it really boils down to this one question, a really tough one, a question that kind of pokes at everything we're taught about relationships. How can you love without possessing? How do you love something you can't actually hold on to? The book offers an answer, and it's called The Doctrine of the Open Hand. I love that. It's this idea that love isn't about acquiring someone, it's about receiving them. It's not about possession, it's about presence. It's about learning how to touch something without closing your fist around it.
And it's not just Andrei who embodies this. We see it pop up with other people too, like Gregor, the pharmacist. He's got this quiet thing for Elena, and he realizes something so profound. He figures out that maybe you have to let go of what you're clinging to so you have an open hand to receive what's actually being offered to you.
Okay, so let's get to the end. How does all this resolve? Because this new understanding, it changes everything. And the real change isn't in Andrei, it's in Elena.
And here's the beautiful, kind of mind-bending twist. The second she stops trying to possess Andrei, she finally possesses herself. The chase is over,
And because it's over, she's not defined by it anymore. She's just her.
You know that feeling of emptiness she was trying to fill with his love? She has this incredible realization that it wasn't a hole at all. It wasn't something missing. It was actually space, room to grow, the very center of who she was. She wasn't lacking anything. She was just open.
And this all leads to her final, powerful takeaway. She has to unlearn a lifetime of what she thought love was. And she realizes that the greatest kind of love, well, it doesn't try to hold on.
It lets go. That's it. The biggest, truest form of love is about setting someone free. And not just them, it's about liberating yourself too. The person who finally learns how to open their hand.
So the book leaves us with this really powerful question to chew on. It kind of flips the whole "you complete me" idea on its head. What if freedom, what if love, isn't about finding someone to complete you, but about becoming complete all on your own, and then meeting someone who's done the same?